What is up? My name is Coach Charnicia, and today we are going to talk about the first principle that is going to help you regain control of your pelvic floor and activate your pelvic floor properly, and that is through breathing. Today, I'm going to teach you diaphragmatic breathing, which means breathing from your diaphragm instead of your chest, to be able to activate your pelvic floor properly. Okay, a lot of times we think because we breathe on an everyday basis, like you don't even have to think to breathe, that we are doing it properly. But a lot of times we are breathing from the chest, so it gives us shallow breathing, and it puts more pressure on our pelvic floor. So before we can even talk about strengthening the pelvic floor, we have to go all the way. We got to break it all the way down. We got to break down to the bare minimum of basics, and that is proper breathing so that we can activate your pelvic floor in the right way. Okay, so I am going to show you breathing in two different ways. So the first one is going to be sitting up, and then the next one is going to be lying down, and then you get to choose which one is more comfortable for you to be able to gain control of your breathing. So the first thing you are going to do is put one hand on your chest and then one hand on your stomach. Okay, so you are going to inhale, but when you inhale, you are going to expand your stomach. Okay, so when I say expand your stomach, you should be able to feel your stomach fill up like a balloon when you inhale. So we're going to take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Okay, so that is a good breath. Most of the time, we breathe in through our chest. So if you feel your chest and you breathe and you do shallow breathing, you'll feel your chest inflate instead of your stomach. Okay, so when we do shallow breathing, your chest puffs up, okay, and then your stomach sinks in, and we want the complete opposite. So again, you're going to put your hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach or your belly, and then when you breathe in, you should feel your stomach blow out. Okay, so again, inhale and then exhale, and then that stomach should come in. And with one good breath, you should already feel relaxed. Okay, when we breathe in through our chest, okay, it puts more pressure on the pelvic floor. So it's literally like you're pushing down on your pelvic floor. When you breathe through your stomach, it helps to activate your pelvic floor, but you don't feel as much pressure. And I know the first couple of times you're doing it, you're trying to think like, okay, she didn't tell me to breathe. She didn't tell me to put my hand on my chest and all this stuff. I can't think of all of that at one time. Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit of time to get used to it, but this is a good practice to do throughout the day, in the morning when you first wake up, and, at night before you go to bed. Okay, so I'm going to show you on the side too. Okay, so you can kind of see my stomach. So I naturally, well, not naturally, but I have taught myself to activate my core. So I typically, hold my stomach in because the core is the powerhouse, but that's not what this video is about. Okay. Um, We'll talk about that in another video. Okay. So we, again, are going to put one hand on the chest, one hand on the stomach. And maybe I need to reverse. Yeah, I'm going to reverse so that you can see. Okay, so one hand on the chest, one hand on the stomach. And then you are going to breathe in and your stomach is going to go out. So breathe in and then exhale. Okay, let's do it 4 more times. In, exhale. Good. Again. And if you need to, go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Give me 2 more. I don't remember the count. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. So when you put that hand on the chest, you should feel that your chest is not moving, okay? The stomach is moving. Your pelvic floor feels a little bit more relaxed. It's not having to work as hard, okay? So again, this is a good practice when you first wake up in the morning. You can do this at your desk while you are sitting at work and you take a break. You can do this, many times throughout the day and then right before you go to bed. So let's practice this on a daily basis. But this is the first step in regaining control of that pelvic floor. I hope this helped. Please share if it was very helpful to you, and also drop in the comments if you felt a difference in breathing from your chest through your stomach and what those differences were. What did you notice? I'll see you in the next video.